So this is, how do you know if he's the right one for you? I've read a few books, and I've read a few, they always have those, like, is he the one for you? He could be the one. Well, the thing is like a lot of those like gives like little tips and tidbits here and there, and how he presents himself, and like what he says, or things he'll like do and like say to you. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much like, also what I've gotten out of those is like waiting, like sifting through everything. So I mean, that's a huge piece and part of it. But I don't know if you've ever been in some strange situations that aren't so textbook, then here's some things that I've pretty much picked up on myself. How is he treating you right now? So people will like see the person, see you, and then look into the future and be like, oh wow, this is what you guys would be like. Oh, like you'd be like this, like, oh, he's so put together, he'll take care of you really well. Oh, you guys are a good pair, you guys would eventually work out well. Or, oh, he like really actually cares about you, so you guys would work. The thing is how is he treating you right now? What is he doing right now? What are you doing right now for you guys to work out? Are you doing anything? Is he doing, what are the different things that he's doing to treat you well? If it's too messy, take a step back, better care of yourself. And then you really should not try your best not to worry if they're taking care of themselves or not. Because then you got to put yourself first. Because then you can treat other people better. And so you can remove yourself from the situation so it gets less messy. If you can't control everything else, you can control yourself. Pretty much what it's actually doing is taking yourself out of the sticky situation, and so you're like creating like less problems for that situation. That's the main thing. And you just gotta wait and maybe find someone new. This goes with like knowing your worth, knowing how like maybe other people would treat you in the future. If they're not treating you the best right now, the thing is like once you're married and set in a marriage, things change, and things like over time, like you either go closer together, or if you don't like work on it from the foundation of what it is right now, it could tear you apart. So this like beginning process is actually way, way, way more important than we think and realize. And so the thing is, if it's too messy, do not go into something like as big as a marriage when it's something that is so important to get right from the beginning. If this sounds like I'm being way too picky, like talk to me like after your first 5 years of marriage. Like, because this is what I've heard, this is what I've seen, this is what I'm terrified of. So the thing is like, you could like be really wanting to get married and think things will just work itself out. I think it's the other way around, totally. So don't ever, like, you gotta make sure, and you gotta know. And it's never gonna be perfect, but the thing is you should really upfront be like, know what you expect, and know what they expect of you, and what you should be expecting of yourself and them. So that's why you just gotta really stop and take it slow and take a minute to think about it always, because the thing is like a marriage is like something you go into for life. This is like the person you're going to be closest with, and it should be. This is the person you're going to spend the most time with. You share your finances, you share everything. Like, you have different jobs, you have different like schedules, but at the end of the day, you're like, that's the person you go back to all the time. That's the person you're with like most of the time. That's the person that's gonna like always be paying attention to you the most. So the thing is like you gotta like make sure that like it can be doable with that person, and you cannot like overlook anything. If you're worrying too much about what family thinks, that could be a problem. This is like, take this opportunity to like, instead of worrying about what they think, use this as like creating a gap to like create more independence for you. So if you clash with like certain people who want like certain people in your life, the thing is like now you can use this as an opportunity for you to like understand what you want and what you can do, and like trying to create like your own boundaries with your family and with other people, and this creates more independence for you. And so this is actually really healthy, and then this can create for you a time for you to start over, and maybe potentially meeting other people, maybe not. You never know, that's life. Always take it slow. Always take marriage slow. You can have relationships that like you meet each other fast and you get to know each other fast, but like as far as marriage, like I personally would take marriage very slow, because the thing is it's so important, and like life is meant to be challenging and enjoyable. And the thing is you better make sure it's the right person to do that with. So that's my advice.